Happy Sunday. Tapping in real quick. Tapping in. Just this is gonna be real quick, y'all. This is gonna be real quick. Out hey man. We had a long morning. We had a long morning. The food spot fucked up. I'll probably talk about that a little bit more tomorrow. As y'all I got no swag on right now. I ain't got shit. Allergies has been kicking my fucking ass like no bullshit. I'm going live just so y'all could hear me. And no, I'm not capping. Um yeah, I feel like fucking shit. My head hurts now. It's this might be the one of the worst I've felt during like the 2 weeks around my birthday in terms of health wise. It's been horrible. It's been horrible, y'all. But we just watched the WNBA finals game 2 between the New York I know that boy pulled up in a Walmart tee that I cut up myself too, Elijah. Don't forget that part. It didn't even come like this. I cut this bitch up myself. I put a hat on. I put a hat on just so I don't look crazy. But hey man, I had to come in here tap in with y'all just to talk about that game a little bit. Hey, the cutoff, I'm telling you, it's a vibe. You gotta cut your t-shirts, dog. Trust me. Trust me. There's a runner that I was following. He started cutting his t-shirts. I was like, I'm gonna copy that. I'm finna copy his shit. So I copied him. What's good, dog? How's your weekend been, man? How's your weekend been? Bro. But fucking the game, it's crazy. This game started similar to game 1, y'all. If you tuned into the beginning of the game, it started just like game 1. And in the middle of it, right, like third, fourth quarter, I was like, oh shit, they're doing it again. They cut that lead to 2 points, dog. I almost threw my phone at a wall. I said, there's no way in hell this will happen twice. Because no bullshit, if they would have lost game 2 the way they lost game 1, I'm not sure I would have watched game 3. Like, no, I'm not even trolling, bro. I'm not sure if I would have peeped game 3 if they would have lost game 2 the same way. But thankfully we pulled it out. It's very odd to me though. Like, it's been good. I flew by myself for the first time yesterday and have another solo flight tomorrow. Oh shit, where are you going? Or where are you now? That's crazy. Flying solo. Solo dolo. You got this, bro. You got this. And starting 5 is godlike. That shit is OD. That shit's really good. I gotta keep watching it. We just been hella busy. We were dog sitting. We were dog sitting and he has so much energy, so we were just working with him for a couple of days too. Took him home this morning to his parents because they had just gotten back this morning, so that was took up a majority of our morning today. But I'm not gonna lie, bro, and maybe this is just the New York basketball fan in me. I was half expecting to come live and be sad as hell. Just around my airport. We just been doing rectangle around the airport so far. Wait. Hold on. Like, you flew the thing? Like, you flew the plane? Like, you flew the plane. Is that what you're talking about? I need to clear this up. We're going to talk about the game later in a second, but we need to I gotta know, bro. Because we have a friend, and he was working on getting it took a minute to do. Oh, congratulations. Wait, that's a big deal. That's a big fucking deal, bro. That's awesome. That's awesome. So two things. We got a friend in Connecticut. he was for a long time was getting his pilot license to fly planes and stuff. He's flown a bunch already. It's what you're in college for. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, congratulations, man. That must have been real sick. That must have been really fucking sick, bro. Oh, that's lit. I'm super happy for you. That's awesome. That is super awesome. I'm happy for you, man. Good. And good. I'm glad you good, and good luck tomorrow. But that means you've hey, that's some special shit, bro. So that's big time. That's big time. Speaking of which, because you talking about flying planes, and we were talking about movies the other day. You ever seen a movie called Catch Me If You Can? Have you ever seen it's called Catch Me If You Can, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. It's starring Leonardo DiCaprio. If you haven't seen that movie yet, it's older. Go watch it. Elite movie. It's an elite movie. So if you haven't seen Catch Me If You Can, there's part of it is about flying. There's a part in it that's a little bit on flying. Oh, that movie is so good, dog. That shit is so good. When he lying, he got the suit up, and he get all the stewardess to go walking with him. Yo, that movie, and it's based on a true story, which is what makes it even better. But that shit's sick. Congratulations to Elijah, man. Congratulations. I'm damn near Batman now. Yo, funny shit. With the hurricane, the storm that's been sweeping America. I mean, prayers out to all the people that have been affected by that. By the way, I hope everybody's doing all right. But I saw a video of the storm chasers, and the motherfuckers are in the storm. And it's like, dog. I can't do turbulence on a normal day, let alone in a hurricane. You see the video, the fucking plane is flying everywhere and shit. They falling over, shit falling everywhere. I was like, nah, y'all different for that. y'all some reckless ass motherfuckers for that. Damn, that's insane, man. That's insane. Not a lot of people can say that they could operate a fucking plane. But speaking of going back real quick to this game, man, New York Liberty tied the series up 1-1. And it was really off the back of Breonna Stewart in that fourth quarter. I'm not allowed to maybe emergency services. I see. Hey, man, if I'm on a flight and you there and they're saying that the pilot can't do it, I'll say, fuck it, let Elijah do it. Yeah, I'm going to offer you up, dog. Trust me. Trust me. I'll be like, he got this. He play ball. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, that puts a whole new meaning to Air Jordan for you, huh? But they put a temporary flight restrictions over natural disasters to protect people, property, and other things. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll put my cape on. It's like in the beginning of Dark Knight Rises, or is it The Dark Knight Returns with the Joker and shit, and Christian Bale, and they had the fake Batman with the hockey pads on. And they were like, how come you were able to do it? And Batman's like, because I am wearing hockey pads. But and we talking about Gotham City. We talking about New York too. We right up everything just intertwined and connected right now, dog. Apparently also they had 18,000 fans in attendance at Barclays Centers for that Liberty game. Which is unbelievable, right? For all the people that talk shit about the WNBA, the viewership, clearly people are watching the games. And the games have been really, really good. So to go from where they were to where they are now, I think speaks volumes to the fact that the game's always been good. They just needed the push so that everyone can see it, right? It's the basketball gods. They had to get us back. And I'll be honest, bro, like I said, when they cut it to 2, I think it was like 66-64 in the fourth with like 6 minutes left. I'm not going to lie to you. I took a deep ass breath. It was like 66-64, something like that. 62-64. They cut the lead to 2, and I was like, here we go again. And the fact that there was still 6 minutes left on the clock, the Liberty could have very easily just rolled over and said, like, what the fuck, right? I would imagine some of them had flashbacks from a couple days ago. But if y'all notice, from that point on, Breanna Stewart pretty much had the ball in her hands from the 6-minute mark to the end of the game. And I thought that was the difference, right? The way that the Liberty start these games, which is through Sabrina Ionescu, through Breanna Stewart, once they get into the third and fourth quarter, it's almost as if they get away from that, right? It's this, everyone has to touch the ball. We have to run the sets, as opposed to running it through your best players. The Minnesota Lynx, on the other hand, I get that Naphisha Collier hasn't gotten off in terms of scoring the way she's been doing in the playoffs, but they run everything through her. Every pick and roll, when she rolls, they're looking for her. She's catching it. Like, everything runs through her. She doesn't shoot the ball every time, obviously, because she's getting double and triple teamed consistently. But the offense runs through her. That's why even when she's struggling or when other people are struggling, I think there's a sense of calmness about them because they know exactly what's going to happen, and it's just a matter of executing it, right? And I think that Breanna Stewart, I don't know if this was a conscious thing as a team, coaching, or just Breanna Stewart taking control of the moment, but her controlling the game from that point on was extremely, extremely important. I'll be honest. Yes, I wanted Asia to be focused more, but I couldn't be definite because I didn't watch enough games to know dynamic. Yeah, and Asia Wilson's eliminated, Brody. Yeah, Asia Wilson was and I had a fit during one of their games against the Liberty last round, though, because Asia Wilson during one of the games had only taken like 3 or 4 shots in the first half, and 4 other players on Vegas had taken more shots than her, which I thought was just unacceptable. Now, I see. I actually was curious about how many shots Sabrina Ionescu got at the end of this game, because I feel like, let's see, I don't think they have by the quarter. Yeah, here, let's see. See, that's a problem. Sabrina, and this is exactly what I was just talking about, right? And I'll show y'all right here. Considered to be the second best player on your team, right? Sabrina Ionescu had no field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. I get that John Cole Jones has been great for them. And obviously, Breanna Stewart being 1 for 3 doesn't. These numbers don't show how impactful she actually was and how often she had the ball in her hands. But no field goal attempts for Sabrina in the fourth quarter. That's unacceptable. In the third, she had 1 field goal attempt. And this is such a stark comparison from the first half that she had, which Sabrina was 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. Right? I think she started the game with like a quick, look at this, 12 in the first quarter. And I think fans sometimes see the numbers and say, oh, she folded or she shied away or blah, 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 blah. Well, she was shooting in the beginning. Somewhere in the middle of this game, they got away from her. And I think the same thing happened in game 1. Which is ironic because if y'all heard the broadcast during the Las Vegas Aces New York Liberty series, a huge talking point for them was the fact that the New York Liberty have transitioned in this year to have Sabrina with the ball in her hands more. And the fact that that they're not running high pick and rolls between their 2 best players to close out the games, a la Jokic and Jamal Murray, is mind-blowing to me. She turns into a glorified what's it called? Bro, I just super blanked out. I just super blanked out on the word. But she's just there as a distraction. Arguably the best 3-point shooter in the league, probably. I mean, she outshot all the other NBA players in the All-Star game last year, except for Steph Curry. And she has 1 field goal attempt through the second half. Which brings me to this topic, right? This part, which is Benijah Laney Hamilton had an unbelievable game today. She was hooping. Great game, right? But if it wasn't for her performance, there's a good chance we are down 0-2 looking at a loss in the WNBA finals. We can't continue the what's her name? Fuck. Why am I blanking on her name? Oh yeah, the Sandy Brondello was talking about our 2 star players can't shoot 47 times in a game. Well, Sabrina can't play 36 minutes and shoot 9 times. That's just that just can't happen. Right? That just cannot happen. And so in order for us to win this series, it has to be on the back of Breanna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu. You have to live and die by your best players. It's just the way basketball is played. Everybody wants to talk team game. Everybody gets a shot. Cool. You probably haven't watched that much basketball in your life. There's just a hierarchy that takes place, and it's just how things go. So we were able to escape today. It was a narrow, very narrow victory. I was, like I said, 6 minutes in the fourth quarter, I was worried. I was very hopeful because typically those kind of games, they very rarely happen. What happened last game, and they don't happen in back-to-back games. I mean, they came back from 15 down with like 5 minutes left in game one. That's unheard of. So when they were within 2 points with 6 minutes left, I said, fuck. I said, fuck. Because that's a really scary position to be in. And they were gritty, and they found a way to get the victory. Shout out Breanna Stewart. She had a WNBA record, 7 steals in the finals. So congratulations to her. I mean, the stat line is unbelievable. 21 points, 7 steals, 5 assists to go with 8 rebounds. It don't get better than that. But my ass is stuffy. Hey, yo. Actually, hey, yo. My nose is stuffy. I'm gonna head out of here. I'm gonna go fucking take some Benadryl or some shit. Knock out. Hopefully I feel better later. And we will be back tomorrow to discuss more of this game. And honestly, there's been a lot of NBA topics coming up. I'm actually trying to figure out a way to cram all of them without making the fucking show 2 fucking hours. Because yapping for that long is a lot. But we're gonna try to get some topics down. I'll figure it out. Maybe we'll talk about all of them and go for 2 hours. Maybe we won't. We will see. But I will be back on tomorrow. We're going to talk about this game some more after I can digest what just happened a little bit. But, hey, got the dub. 1-1. I still think we're the better team, New York Liberty. So, hey, man. Until tomorrow, I will see y'all later. Y'all could have been anywhere on the internet. Elijah, you were in the fucking air. But y'all were here with me. And I really appreciate y'all for that. Have a great rest of your Sunday, beautiful people, man. I will see y'all tomorrow for a full show. Peace. Y'all have a great